Ya boleh Asegrap, asik-asik. Sekarang kita intro dari Dwarf ya. Oke, langsung aja roll di intro. Anjay. Terus saja berarti bikin maskapnya mau saya aja ya. Asik-asik. New game seperti biasa. Iya, iya. Sama aja, warrior, Dwarven commoner, Dwarven noble. Kita Dwarven noble dulu ya. Presetnya oke sih. Oke, Duran. Gorim. Edukan. Adukan anjing. (12) Dexterity 1. Bacot ya, pasti. Easy dulu ya.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining Dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called deep roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the Dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the Dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endren of House Duncan, the 9th Duncan ruler elected by the noble assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of Dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast? Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed. One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering. You remember last year's open proving? It took your father's smith 6 hours to remove my helmet. I'm not meant for single combat. I fight as my lord's second in shield. That's enough for me. Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
Kok feeling gue tuh orang kayaknya mencurigakin ya.
I shall do it. It has begun.
Mencurigakin aja. Oke.
Good day, Lord Duncan.
Is require.
Lord Balin? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ngapain lo anjing?
I shall do it. It has begun.
Influencing skill.
As you say.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall.
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Idukan's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to...
Okay.
I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
Go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shall be done.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape.
Oh ya, profiling dulu coy.
I went to watch the provings.
Profiling itu di luar kan harusnya.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these
Oh, dikunci.
celebrations.
Sure, please, Master. Lord, your father loved my history of Idukan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
This worm has written a book
My
that
house.
slanders my... It doesn't matter, it's all lies.
My work tells the stories of all those
That's
when the
500.
Assembly names a paragon. That man or woman is then...
Spend
They
a
form
lot
their
for
own
noble.
noble houses and are...
Volney was more than a man.
Idukan was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzammar's safety bordered on obsession. When Idukan was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death. Idukan's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the shapelet and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Exactly. Just because it happened doesn't mean it's the truth, old man. Your Highness, allow me to kill this worm for his disrespect.
You would have me write lies? Just to appease some idea about honor? Perhaps I could emphasize Volney's perseverance over great odds.
Would that satisfy you, Lord Volney?
He should be killed. But I bow to House Idukan's fabled mercy.
Ahedukan ya?
Ah, my friend. Enjoying the festivities so far?
Quite.
The finest
quite.
in home decorations!
50 silvers for such a small bolt of cloth? That's outrageous. You certainly have some gall,
Nothing
merchant.
beats a good set of
My
steel
lord,
cutlery.
these are served-
Our trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my sibling's second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
You're on your own. I've been dealing with him all afternoon.
What exactly is that supposed to mean, little brother?
Nothing, Trian. I've been having a great time. The speech you gave to the legless boy about hard work and making something of himself was fantastic.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast. Stubborn, aren't you? When I'm king, I will help you get over that. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king. We can only hope. Perhaps we should get going.
I've seen Prince Balin Iduken himself wearing a
Armored merchant.
Of course. Forgive me.
Ini mahal-mahal banget. Bajingan.
Look at this piece, Dari.
Exorbitant price, only to end up
The Paragon Smith.
for an imitation of Prince
Dagang apel.
Bacon. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. You honor me by visiting my humble booth. Please.
Noble clothing, diamond, kuas, maleficus. Nggak ada yang bagus. Mahal-mahal KB, nggak ada duit gua.
What about that one?
I doubt he's up to the task.
It has begun.
I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end. What have we here? And isn't this... Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored house Iduken? Oh.
No, Telly, not a noble. Stone your thing.
They're noble, huh? A man take... It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
Shall I come? He's looking. I'm Marty, and I know how to give my lord a night he'll remember.
Oh my...
If you think you can manage us both, though. No.
Oke. Royal
My
Escort.
lord, are you heading to the proving arena? We have been...
I clean forgot about that. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded. I did.
Okay.
There were only so many permits up. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
Will we be leaving then? We are at...
Oke.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor? Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor him by doing as he says. My lord Iduken will fight in this proving.
Of course, it is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken. I give you the Lord Iduken himself. Are you ready for your first match? Then let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight, and there Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
dulu gue belum siap anjing. Easy.
The winner is Lord Iduk. That was... Are you ready for your next opponent? A doll Helmi. A... woman. It was not my idea. Lady Helmi was most insistent. Excellent.
Okay.
This is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, your highness.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Menarik nih. Intronya Dwarf Noble.
The winner is Lord Idukan. That was a crowd pleaser. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face one of the best of the warrior caste? He achieved glory. Then this is a glory proving. Fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Mana nih? Shot. Pas. Shot. Miss lagi goblok. Okay. Easy.
The winner is Lord... Well done. Franklin Ivo, are you ready to face him? He is a decorated fighter.
House Ivo is relatively inconsequential, but Franklin may change that. He's expected to take a full command of his own soon.
Very good. This is a glory proving. It is down to just 2 warriors. With backbones of stone and wills of iron, they have defeated all others this day. Lord Idukan will fight Franklin Ivo, second son of
Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight! The winner is Lord Idukan. Congratulations. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is your glory.
Apa ini kita dapat? Providing helmet ya. Oke.
My lord. Your wit.
Oke. Providing udah.
Many thanks, my lord.
Armor merchant. Tadi ini armor.
My lord.
Lupa gue. Mana yang bagus ya? Anjing mahal-mahal semua 7. Gokil.
My thanks. How I do
Kita ke?
blessed to have you.
Oh nggak bisa. Royal Palace sekarang. Nobel. Oh bisa kesini dulu ya.
I am at your service.
Look, the Grey Wardens are
My
here.
lord, many thanks. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. Well, you do cut to the point, don't you? I have no design. I propose a new... The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left... I seek only to remedy an injustice. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. Those on the surface are up. Let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. She has a cousin, useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be castless. For my wife's sake, I take up his call. When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say, or to be more...
Okay. Ada Grey Warden.
Mana?
Ini dulu lah, cuy.
Your Highness, what a surprise. I apologize.
Nggak bisa. Kita save dulu.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did. Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by... Last spring, a guild from the Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. Clever. Lord Dace lost... The Surface Guild has no way to repay the... House Helmi, Bimo, Duncan.
She's saying that if the air-touched dwarves have their connections to their houses
Oh, if I were 20 years younger, I'd bed you just to... Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace. If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the table. Smile and nod. And when...
Okay.
That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two. You're welcome.
You return. Were my instructions unclear? And what did she have to say? I see. Some preposterous story. Right. Now, if you'll excuse me... You have...
Okay.
Greeting. It is an honor to meet you at last. I have had the opportunity. He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Idukan. We need more Grey Wardens like you. Even as the Darkspawn, soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the... Alas, I do not think... As the child of the king, and heir after Lord Trion, your place is here.
Okay. Oh, ini kita anak raja, coy.
Reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone. surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses? So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Aidukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better? No? Very well then. The ritual is complete. I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
Rudit kayaknya dia.
I am at your service.
Rudit kayaknya dia.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
Interesting. I would have been at the feast, but Trian had need of me.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us? Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves. Is it also his right to secure his own power at the expense of everyone around him? Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you. I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right. He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince. Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Veer's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside. It seems Trian has shown that brothers can't always be trusted. I am next in line. If Trian succeeds in his plot against you, how long do you think I'll live?
Permission to speak freely? Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
Very well. I'll keep my eyes open. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like. You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Harrimont. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come then! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Harrimont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Duncan remains in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours. My father's writings speak only of the shield. There may be countless other treasures, but only the shield matters.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions? The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Duncan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Oke. Outcomes-nya ada 2. Feeling gue menurut gue ya. Yang pertama emang si Trian yang pengen ngebunuh kita. Yang kedua, memang si Behlen yang ngadu domba kita masih kakak pertama kita, cuy. Gak tahu ya, ini mana yang benar. Tapi kayaknya emang punya niat busuk tuh si Behlen itu anjing. Ini lu maju monyet. Ayak. Ayak. Miss lagi. Oke. Ini laser. Oh, ini kita lupa taktik ya. Agresif, scrapper, defender aja deh.
You made it, commit. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn? As you say.
Ah, ini dia.
I'm all ears.
Ini siapa ini? Ferali Evo. Dia kelasnya warrior semua anjing gue. Ya udahlah. Scrapper, defender.
You made it. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
Ini Ferali Evo, agresif, defender. Gorem agresif. Gorim.
We have much to do.
At your service.
Ah, nge-glitch ini anjing, gak jelas. Itu kemana ya? Ya sini dulu deh, feeling gue. Oh, nggak bisa ditutup. Oke. Rates. Waduh.
I shall do it.
Nggak ada yang bisa buka ini mah. Bukan. Iya.
You're here. I thought the darkspawn had got you for sure. We want the tunnel ahead. There are...
Okay. Situ ketutup ya.
More of the fiends ahead. It shall be done.
Itu dia apa? Rogue. Skillnya? Hah, ada nih.
No quarter shall be given.
Bentar.
Shall be done. This one is mine. I shall do it. Will be mine. We will prevail.
Oke. Ini archer, ranger. Nggak ada ya?
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
It could have been stolen, recently, or generations back.
Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Understood. Let's move, men.
Masuk ya.
Very well.
Tiga laki, kemudian naik tiga laki. We from the fort.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I won't mutilate your body so bad your father doesn't recognize you. I'm your better, that's who. And as to how I got in, that's a question you'll have to ask the stone after I butcher you. Now where's the shield? Bit for bite, huh? Both of us banking on killing the other and losing nothing by the telling? Very well. One of Prince Trian's men brought me this ring. It opened the door just fine. Now where is the sodding shield? Just kill them, boys. We'll find this shield on our own.
More enemies ahead! Watch out! Fight! Take that! Kill them all! Show them no mercy!
Sampai aku mati, bro.
You asked for it! Even as we got you fear!
Is that really Trian's signet ring? It would have been a major victory to get the shield first, but he showed his hand and failed. The first way we can hurt him is to find that shield ourselves. You have your orders, boys.
Shall be done.
Ada yang pakai ini balistik.
You'll never win. As you say.
Dulu, kita kesini dulu, coy.
I'm gonna hit you and you're going to like it. Will not fail. Ancestors guide my arm. That went well.
Oke. Ada lagi.
As you say.
Oh. Oh ini. Aduh, mapnya bikin bingung.
we get the shield. You two, see if you can spot anything.
Oke.
Very well.
It seems some of these tiles are different from the others.
Oke, ngerti gua sekarang.
Yes.
Ini ke sini. Ini ke sini. Ini ke sini. Ah.
That's it. We've got it.
Doesn't look like much. The skill of our crafters has come far since then. But still, Shield of Idukan.
Back in the direction we came.
Oke. Tetap nggak bisa dipakai ya?
More of those mercenaries.
Masa kita tinggal lewat sini doang sih?
If Trian were really scheming against us, this would be the perfect place for an ambush. We've got the shield, and we're all alone out here.
What's that you're muttering about? Right you are, Commander.
By the stone, it's Trian.
Ya kan? Feeling gue Behlen ini.
This doesn't look like Darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
Your brother?
Someone's coming.
Ya kan, bener.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
Ya kan, feeling gue bener kan?
By all the ancestors, what has happened here?
It seems we weren't fast enough. Bayland was right.
My son, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Just long enough to slay Trian.
My lord is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lord Idukan came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, he ordered us to attack.
It is a valid question. The man is low-born and could easily be bought.
Frandlin Ivo, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lord stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard!
Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my son?
The Assembly will see through you. Everyone knows I was Trian's faithful second.
Bind him. He will be judged before the Assembly. To Orzammar.
Ya. Emang anjing tuh orang, cuy. 16, 17, 18 deh ini.
My lord. I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you? I understand. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He had fully half the... Must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years. I'm afraid so. Some of the lords, especially Harrowmont, the Assembly has already sentenced.
Wah, ini berpengaruh sama. Tar deh.
My knighthood will be stripped, my name torn from. Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You were to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you were overwhelmed and killed. Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear. Lord Harrowmont gave me. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan. The Grey Wardens don't care about a person's past. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads. They're down there. I beg to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't. I'm going to try to go to Denerim, the human capital.
Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out? I understand your anger. You should have been allowed to defend yourself. Had I the power to stop this, I would have. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake. I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies. He is old and this tragedy has hit him hard. He will rest better now, though, knowing the truth. I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
Parah ya? Nama gua sama lagi. Berungus gua. Lalu kita coba ke ini benar nggak bisa di plot outskirt skirt anjay. Helm gua juga nggak diiniin lagi, nggak di retrieve helm gua yang gua baru menang dari providing. Oke. Anjing ya, emang backline anjing.
It shall be done.
Emang anjing backline. Ini lo monyet.
No quarter shall be given.
Oke. Perak doang anjing. Oh. Oke. Superior Dwarven mampus. Oke. Maju atuh goblok. Oke. Ini kita ke nggak ke sini dulu deh. Iya nggak sih? Oh enggak. Jangan ke situ dulu. Nah, kita ke sini dulu ya.
Very well.
Ada mayat. Ini kita pakai pakaian dulu cuy.
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lord Duncan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops? And you as well. Although I'm still filled with... May I ask what happened? Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of Dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend. Lord Trian? see. The brutal intrigue of the Dwarven court continues then. Your father intimated as much. There is no reason for you to walk these deep roads and die for something you did not do. You have already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Idukan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the deep roads set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order. Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kaelan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner. We will be traveling south through the hinterland.
Sama.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar. Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Oster. Ha! Eamon just wants in on the
What the king said is...
Okay.
To that end, we should...
Dah. Gitar, bro. Oke, mungkin sekian untuk video kali ini. Jangan lupa share, tanda tangan, share, ting ting ting, share, sudah, dan banyak love you all. Salam dari Zambret, sedap.